Hey there, Alistair here, back in the workshop. Just a little update, just to let you know I'm still going, still full-time knife making, loving every day. Probably I don't know, bad timing. I don't know whether it's bad timing or just. I'm a big believer of things happen for a reason, and obviously prior to this, I was driving a truck around Perth, delivering building supplies and stuff like that, a high ab truck with a crane on it. And so I've given that up, and obviously now I'm full-time knife making. But with things that are going on in the world, obviously people are a little bit more hesitant to spend money on things they don't really need. So obviously buying knives and stuff like that probably comes in that category. But things are going good. Things are going okay. I've just finished all my orders now, and I can concentrate on building up knives just for the website. Anyway, I've got, what have I got? I've got 4 finished, but not the leatherwork, and I've got 4 completed with the leatherwork. And so I'll go through. Oh, just another thing actually. Quick update on the previous video. The where is it? What have I used? This super glue stuff that I was using doesn't work on these grinding belts. I thought it did. I did a few and it seemed to hold, but they didn't really last that long, and they're breaking again. So it's really strange because it sticks to the back of the belt, but it doesn't stick to this nylon tape. So I don't really know what the next plan of attack is. The ones I used epoxy on there, the slow cure epoxy, last longer, but they're still breaking after a little bit of use. And if you have to run the grinder quite slow to get them to last. So yeah, that's going to be a work in progress, I'm afraid. We'll have to work that out. Sorry, workshop's a bit of a bomb site again, as you can see on the bench there. It's yesterday was a mega hand sanding day, and you tend to just go through loads of abrasive papers and end up throwing more on the bench, and I'll have a big clear out again this afternoon, and then it will be nice and tidy again. Talking about abrasive papers, I did see, I don't know who it was, I can't remember. I always watch a few videos and YouTubes and stuff like that, and because you're always picking up tips from other knife makers and things that you haven't thought about doing. And one of them, he recommended this abrasive paper. It's Rhino Wet Red, and he said that he'd really notice a difference. And I just normally get mine from a local vehicle refinishing supplies place, just the standard kind of abrasives. And this kept coming up on a few videos actually, this Rhino Wet. And it's unbelievable the difference it's made in hand sanding. Now I start my hand sanding at 120 and then work up through the grits. So I go kind of on 120, 180, 240, 320, 400, 600, and then I normally go up to either 1,000, 800 or 1,000, get a nice finish, and then I go back to 600 and then draw back on the blade to get a nice satin finish. And this stuff is really, really good. It definitely, you get a nice finish, and it cuts a lot better. It's just overall, it's just a better product. So a pack of 10 works out cheaper than buying individual sheets. So all in all, it's a win. So I'll be going forwards using Rhino Wet Red. Back to the finished knives. Now, I have been really busy. As I said earlier, I've completed all the orders that I had, so now I can concentrate back on just making knives for the website. We'll have a quick run through. I'll go through the ones that I haven't made the leatherwork first, what leatherwork for first, and then I'll go to the ones with the leatherwork. Now all these will be on the website once the leatherwork's done. The ones that have got the leatherwork completed, I'll probably put them on later today. So keep an eye on the website if you're after a knife. So first up, we have got a shark. Now this is in 2.8mm AEBL. saber grind on there in if I remember, a 65 Trizac on the flats. Nice and even both sides. Still needs a bit of a clean up. They've got fingerprints and stuff on there, but get the idea. And on the handle we have got Western Australian she oak. Now it's looking a bit brown in the video on the camera, but it's actually got a kind of bit of a reddish. Does it look better from that direction? Just the lights in here, I don't seem to pick out the colours very well on the wood. I think I've still got the old fluoro. I think I've got one LED, and the one above me is just the old fluoro tubes, and they've got that bit of a yellow tinge to them. But yeah, Western Australian she oak on the handle, solid brass pins, no liners, just wood and steel. I actually like that, just the wood and the steel. I do put liners on. I've done on one of them there. I think I've got liners on one. Yeah, one of the finished knives I've got liners, but the majority of the time I do just like the wood and steel. I think it's just a nice classic look. So that's that one. That's the shark. And next up we've got a drover. Now again, this is in ABL. This is 3mm ABL with a Scandi grind on there. So that on there is A30 Trizac on the bevels. So it's got that semi polished look, and 600 grit on the flats. And again, she oak handle, but this one's a bit more of a bird's eye block. You can see on that side. This side's got a few more bird's eye figuring. And again, just the wood and the steel, no liners. Polished spine. All my knives have polished spines. I take them up to 2,500, 3,000 grit on the spine, so you get like a nice mirror polish. I think it just kind of highlights the wood when you've got a nice shiny spine. All the way around. Even plunge lines. We're going to pick up on there. So if you can hear ticking, that's my heart valve. I had someone the other day said, "Oh, you got a clock ticking in your workshop." But no, it is my artificial heart valve that I had. When was that? 2022. I had to have open heart surgery and had an aortic valve replacement. I had the COVID vaccine, and I think I've said it in previous. I've done a few videos before about what happened to me. I had the third booster, and it didn't agree with me. And a few months later, I was in having open heart surgery to replace my aortic valve, which was unexpected. But so now I've got a big scar from kind of there to there. Open the chest up, and I've got a mechanical heart valve, so I have to take warfarin to keep my blood from clotting around the valve. But it's strange. Sometimes you can hear it, sometimes you can't. I bet if I put this quite close, you can probably hear it. Hang on a second, put the tripod down. Got a fly buzzing around now, but yeah, it was weird. Someone on the video, they said I can hear something ticking, and yeah, that's me. I get used to it now. I don't really hear it that much, but sometimes I'm in the house and you get people coming around and they're like, "I can hear something ticking. What is that?" Yeah, that's me. But I don't care. It's keeping me alive, and modern technology and stuff like that. It's so clever what they can do these days. And I was given the option of a pig's valve, which had the life expectancy of around about 10 to 15 years, or the mechanical valve, which apparently will outlive me, fingers crossed. So I kind of weighed it up and went with the mechanical, although I'm on warfarin for the rest of my life. It's only a couple of pills in the afternoon and that's about it. So you know, it's just a small price to pay to know that hopefully I won't have to have anything else done to it, and it'll outlive me. So anyway, back to the knives. Well, which one did I just do? I did the drover, didn't I? Yeah, I did the drover. So next up we have got a Bushwood. Now this one's a nice knife. This is, if I was making one for myself, this is probably what I'd go with. So we've got the wood. I don't know, it seems to have gone really dark in here. Let me turn another light and see if it's going to make any difference. Has that made any difference? No, hang on, let me try and get rid of this fly because it's annoying me now. I'm buzzing around. Strange old weather we've got at the moment. It's like, get out, go on. It's cold during the night. The temperature's dropping right down to like 6 degrees at night, but then during the day we're up to, I think today's 23, 24 degrees. So the weather's not really getting cold yet, but I can handle 23 to 24 degrees. It's quite pleasant, to be honest. I think we got rid of it. Anyway, back to the Bushwood. Now again, this one is the one that's based on the Woodlaw knife. I think I said in a few videos back, you know, the classic bushcraft style. Now this one, if I was going to build one for myself, this is, as I said, this is the style that I'd go for. We've got brass loveless bolts. Yep, brass loveless bolts and no liners, 4mm thick. Go with a tapered tang down to 1.5. So you can see that nice tapered tang. No, fly's still in here. Come on. Problem is, open the door up, another one's probably going to come in. They just, I hate them. They just really irritate me. But go on, out. I think that's got it. Back to the Bushwood. 4mm Nitro V stainless steel with tapered tang, and we've got Gidgee, Western Australian Gidgee wood handle. Again, the lighting in here, you're not really picking up the colour. It's quite a golden, got quite a golden look to it. I don't know whether that light in the back there is making it worse or not. I don't know. We'll leave it on anyway. But it's got some kind of the fiddleback marks running across there, both sides. And again, very hard wood. It's not stabilized. It's just rock hard wood. So I've given it a few coats of this tung oil. It soaks in nice, and then a bit of a buff, and you get a really nice finish on there. You can still see the grain in it, which is what I like. I don't like it when it looks like glass. I think, you know, you need to see the grain in the wood, the lines, and a little bit of pattern there. Nope, the fly's still buzzing around. Oh, it might have gone out now. Let me close the door up. I think that's got it. Yep, I think we got it at last. So yeah, this, I think it's a really nice looking knife. This will be on the website. Just got to do the leather work for that, and then that'll be complete. So this next one is a cool looking knife, and it is a tracker. Your typical hunting style knife with the clip point there. Absolutely love how this one came out. Really pleased with it. A little bit different. I normally do these out 3.2 to 4mm blade stock thickness. This one is in 3mm, and it's got a tapered tang. So you've gone from your 3mm down to 1.2, and just a perfect knife if you're into, you know, deer hunting, or over here like kangaroos. It's a perfect knife for that. False edge on the front there, so that's not sharp. And just a really nice knife, nice thin, as I said, thin blade stock, saber grind. It's not an all-out chopping knife. You wouldn't want to be hacking through branches or stuff like this. It's a slicer, so it's for hunting, food prep, and a little bit more kind of delicate jobs that require a thinner profile blade. It's come out really nice. Really pleased with it. And again, this one's got Gidgee, Western Australian Gidgee handles. A little bit different to the other one, and this one here, you can see the grain is a little bit darker on one side than it is on the other, but it's book matched, as in well, if you don't know what book matched means, I've got a block here. I can kind of explain what it means. So when you get a block of wood, it's in one piece, so you split it down the middle, and then you end up with two scales. Now you can see that they're obviously, where you've cut them down the middle, it's identical each side, and that's what book matching means. It's the identical handle scales. So once you fit that to your knife, you've put that on each side of the steel, you get that grain that runs across the handle. So once the handle is finished, if you've got grain running along from one side there, it goes to the other side of the handle, and it makes the whole thing flow nicely. Now, you can't always book match, but 99% of the time I manage to do it. It just depends. Sometimes you get a block that's got holes in it or whatever, so you can only use one half, and then you have to kind of match it with another piece, but it still looks cool. A lot of the bows and stuff like that, you can get away with not book matching it because it's such a random pattern. But where I can, I do try and book match them, so as you get an effect like, you know, what's on this knife. So you can see on this side it's a little bit lighter, and then as it goes over the top, the lighter wood carries on, and you get to that point there where the light wood stops and it turns into the darker area, and then it carries on from there. There's a little bit of light there, but where I split the block down the middle, that's exactly where the lighter finished, so you get that effect where it flows all the way around, and that just adds to the overall effect of a knife and quality of a knife. You know, if you can see that it's got book match scales on there, it just adds to that, the whole package really. As I said, this one tapered tang, Gidgee, black liners, mosaic pins, brass mosaic pins, and it's just a really well balanced knife. It's because you've taken a lot of the bulk out of the handle when you're tapering it, it just balances up the big blade, and overall, real cool looking knife. Perfect for a next hunting trip. So this will be on the website once I've done the leather work. So that's all the knives that I've finished which haven't got leather work. Ones I've got finished, I'll show you. I'll just have a quick run through those, otherwise this video is going to end up going half an hour again like they always do. So this is the next one, which is a bobtail, again bushcraft style sheath, and on there these are, let me see, they're all Western Australian, apart from one, they're all Western Australian timbers on the handles. This one here is River Banksia, which is a really nice wood. It's very similar to elm. I think I've said it on a previous video. It's very similar to the elm that you get in the UK. Some blocks got a lot of figuring to them. This one's got a lot of grain pattern to it, which is nice. Some are quite plain, but very nice, very cool wood. Nice to work with as well. And it sands really nice. So that's got star mosaic pins, 2.9mm SF100 blade, Scandi grind on there, and nice and sharp, perfect little carving, like a wood carving knife or food prep. So that's that one. So this will be on the website. What have we got? We've got a couple of bilbies. Now these are neck carry knives. So lanyard through the hole on there, and it's nice and easy to just unpop it, pull the blade out, and you've got like an easy carry knife if you're hiking, camping, or whatever. Just a cool size knife. Polished bevel. So we'll just get it a little paper test. nice and sharp. Just a handy little knife, nice and light. This one's got solid brass pins, and again this is 3mm ABL Scandi grind, solid brass pins, and that is Yarran, sorry, not Yarran, Yorrell burl, Western Australian Yorrell burl, which has got a really nice grain pattern to it. Again, book matched scales, very nice. And neck style carry sheath with a little press stud there, logo on there stamped on. Another Bilby, this one same, exactly the same, just with different handle scales, and this has got mosaic pins, so again polished bevels. This one's in SF100, 3mm SF100 stainless steel, and mosaic pins, and again gidgy handle. Just a nice lightweight knife, ideal, as I said, for camping, hiking, or as a backup knife. If you've got a bigger knife, then you know this kind of works as a nice little addition to your bushcraft kit. Press stud, edge tan leather sheath, and finally we have got a Bushwood. Now this one here is in ABL stainless, 3mm, and rosewood handle. I think rosewood comes from Indonesia or somewhere over that way. But it's a really nice wood, fantastic grain pattern. Just loveless bolts, 3mm blade stock, and just a real nice balanced knife. Now I tried something a little bit different on this one, and I don't know whether it's a thing that people like or not. I just thought I'd give it a go. But basically I'm based in Australia, so I sort of thought about adding just a little bit of design to the blade. Now that is a gum tree or eucalyptus branch with the little gum nuts with it. I don't know whether that's something people like or not. Might be your thing, might not be. I don't know. Let me know what you think, whether it's something that you'd like to have on your blade. But it has got a slight defect in it. Now, I don't know whether you're going to see it. If you look just on there, whether you get the light to catch it, just by that fourth, in between the fourth and fifth leaf there, you can see there's a tiny little mark on there, and it's a bit of a silly thing, to be honest. I've got this tray here, which I put the blades in, and I keep them nice and safe. Now this was in there with another blade which didn't have a handle finish. I'd ground the blade. I took it indoors because I don't like leaving things out in the workshop when I close up for the night. So I took it indoors. And as I was going indoors, I was looking at a few of my plants out there and they needed watering. So something was telling me to take it indoors and put it on the table. But what did I do? I put it on there, outdoor furniture, just rested it on the top there. Anyway, got the hose out, watering plants. The whole hose got stuck. So I yanked the hose, it flicked up, knocked the box off, and then this fell out onto there's a mat by our door. It fell out onto the mat, which obviously didn't cause any damage to it, but one of the other knives there fell out, and the point of that knife must have hit straight on the side of the blade there, and it's put a little tiny mark in there. So I don't know whether you can see, whether it'll pick. Oh yeah, you can see it there, look, just in there in between the fourth and fifth leaf, a little mark there. Really pleased how it came out. The wood's really nice, stabilised wood, and obviously loveless bolts. So it's a perfect kind of bushcraft knife, but I don't like sending knives out if they've got a defect. Now, I'll see. I might put it on the website at a discounted price, or I might just keep it for myself. I don't know. If anyone wants it, then just send me a message or whatever, and we can work something out. But I love it. I think it's a cool looking knife, apart from obviously the little defect. But we'll see. I'll see what I should. I'll see what happens. Anyway, veg tan leather sheath, bushcraft style, logo on there. So anyway, that's round about it for this video. Hope it was of some interest, just showing a few of the knives that I've completed and just what I've been up to in the workshop. Again, appreciate all the orders and people buying them online from the website. Goes a long way and really means a lot to me. So thank you very much for that, and I shall see you on the next video. Stay safe out there wherever you are in the world, and have a good week. Cheers.